Santino Ferruci's plans for 2021 has been officially confirmed. Bristol Motor Speedway is getting ready for their what quite possibly could be their biggest event in its history, and it looks like there will be practice and qualifying in NASCAR this season, at least for a few races. Yo, what is up everyone? My name is JettMDK and welcome back to another episode of Inside the Lines. Hope you guys are having a good day. We're going to talk about those three stories, but just before we do that, if you haven't already, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe more content on this channel. It does mean a lot, all the support that you give me. I know I got a lot of help from Black Flags Matter from yesterday's video, which I do appreciate to all the new subscribers that are coming into this channel. Again, it really does mean a lot. Alright, that's enough of this thank you stuff. Let's jump into today's episode. Let's first talk about Bristol Motor Speedway. Now, this March 28th this year is expected to be the biggest event in the track's history, at least one of the biggest events, as the Cup Series will be making its return to dirt since the early 1970s at the racetrack again on March 28th, as well as the Truck Series will be racing on dirt at the world's fastest half mile. And there is a lot of hype around this event. There was already photos being circled around social media and videos of dirt being placed onto the racetrack as they begin preparations for the event in just a few months. And already confirmed in January that the socially distanced seats, the grandstand seats, have been sold out complete. But don't worry, there's still a limited amount of premium seating options for you guys to be able to attend the race. So you better get at it because I don't know how long it's gonna last. This post was uploaded yesterday. I'm posting this video now a day later. I don't know if that's still available, but if it's still there, get them while you can. The Truck Series race that's scheduled the day before on Saturday night is already also exceeding expectations, track officials said. And for the truck race, fans are encouraged to go out there and purchase tickets for that event because it looks like even that might potentially sell out as we get closer and closer to the actual race. But like I said, right now, they're getting the track ready in terms of how to lay out the dirt for lighting and make sure everything is set and ready because I mean, this is a big deal. Again, this is the first time that NASCAR, at least the Cup Series, is racing on dirt since the 1970s. So if you're going to have an event like this come back, you're going to want it to come back in a big way. And I'm pretty sure the people at BMS is going to make sure that this event is a spectacle. They're going to make sure that the fans, they can come into the race, have a great time, and be encouraged to come back for the next time. If there is another Bristol dirt race next season, they're going to try their best to make sure that this is a place that fans know, okay, this is an event that, no problems, come in, enjoy a once in a lifetime opportunity or once in a while opportunity to see the Cup Series on dirt. So yeah, I fully do believe that BMS is going to do everything possible to make sure that this ends with a bang. And even though I'm not going to be going to the dirt race at Bristol, I am very excited. Again, I'm still cautious on how this is going to work. Obviously, when you take a look at drivers that could be in the mix, you look at Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. as those are three that comes to mind. But yeah, I'm very excited, but again, still quite cautious about how this will actually work. And speaking about Bristol, this leads on to our next story. Now, in all of 2020, when NASCAR came back from the pandemic, from the fourth or fifth race of the season until the finale at Phoenix, there was no practice or qualifying. It was a simple random draw. You'd show up on Sunday or Saturday, depending on the race day, race, and then go home. Now, while that trend is going to continue in 2021, at least 8 races will have practice and qualifying. Not sure if, for example, if it's going to have 2 practice sessions or a simple happy hour session where it's just 60 minutes and then you're done. But NASCAR's confirmed that these 8 races will have practice and qualifying. The Daytona 500, which makes sense, for the biggest race of the year. The Bristol Dirt Race, again, makes sense. I'm pretty sure, again, only 3 or 4 drivers have ever raced on dirt, so it makes sense to have some practice. Circuit of the Americas, no surprise. No one has ever raced there in NASCAR. The Coke 600, Nashville Superspeedway are also making its debut in the Cup Series. Road America, another debut. The Indy Road Course, another debut, and the championship finale at Phoenix. Again, it also makes sense. All these 8 races, I sort of understand why NASCAR picked them and anticipated that if NASCAR were to have practice and qualifying, it would be those 8 races. But those are the only 8 races. Everything else still going to be a random draw, show up on Sunday or Saturday, race, and then you go home. Clearly shows that NASCAR, they're trying to ease their way back into, normalcy, but they're still going to be a bit cautious, as well as the world, as it looks like they might be coming back to normal, but you still gotta be cautious. As for Xfinity and truck races, they will also apparently have practice and qualifying, but they will be announced at a later date. And now on to our final story. Santino Ferruci. You probably know him from racing in the INDYCAR series when he raced a Sealmaster Honda Dale Coyne racing car. Well, now he's making the jump from INDYCAR to NASCAR. Now, there were reports circling around that this was a possibility, but now it has been confirmed. Santino Ferruci made the announcement on his Instagram page that he will drive for Sam Hunt Racing in a 20-race deal driving the number 26 Toyota car that will focus primarily on intermediate tracks as well as super speedways and a few short track races. And no road courses, surprisingly. The first race he will participate in will be the second race of the Xfinity Series at Homestead Miami Speedway. I'll be honest, I'm kind of surprised that no road courses for Santino Ferruci. Again, you have to understand, he comes from open wheel. But usually with IndyCar drivers, their bread and butter is road course races. Yes, they race on oval, but again, mainly it's road course that they shine the brightest. I mean, and especially when you take a look at IndyCar drivers in NASCAR, Dario Franchitti, Juan Pablo Montoya, Marcos Ambrose, they shined on road courses. Why? Because that was their background, was racing road courses. So for Ferruci to not even race on any of them, not even COTA, Road America, or the Indy road course even, is quite shocking. I think that tells me that he might be making a official permanent career move. I mean, you don't just spend your entire life working on road course races to then not even bother driving them when you make a career move like this. To only race short tracks, intermediates, and super speedways, that might tell me that Santino Ferruci is really considering pursuing a NASCAR career in the long run. And this further backs my point when Bob Parker stated that Ferruci said that he would like to, be part of the Indianapolis 500 if it's in good equipment, but his main focus right now is on NASCAR. Now, you know the deal going on with Santino Ferruci. He has a very controversial history, and I've already explained my full thoughts on a video earlier when this was just a report. I'll leave a link in the description down below if you want to check it out yourself, or even put a card on the top right of the screen which will give you my full thoughts on Santino Ferruci. But for this one, simply put, I'm kind of nervous, because of his controversial history, and he's been known to be very reckless, but I am interested. I mean, again, this is another IndyCar driver coming to NASCAR. We really haven't seen an IndyCar driver be somewhat good. And I know he's racing in Sam Hunt equipment, which is not the best in Xfinity Series, so we shouldn't expect much from Ferruci this season. But regardless, he's going to be a storyline in any of the 20 races he will compete in the Xfinity Series in 2021. And yeah, that's going to conclude this episode of Inside Lines. Quite short episode. Tell me your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below on any of the 3 stories that I talked about. Don't forget, of course, to leave a like and subscribe for more content. But until next time, my name is JettMDK, and I'll see you guys next time.